All right, hello and welcome to tonight's Get in Tune. Let me get in better view of the camera here. Bring it down. You don't need to. I don't need all that headroom. Um, so, welcome, guys. Tonight I have a great show planned. We got a returning guest. He's a friend of mine. He's hysterical. He's talented. He does a very funny comic strip called Sour Grapes. Let's just bring on Tim Jones. Hey, Tim.
Here I am. I'm leaning.
That's how I was right before
Yeah.
I got on camera, and I'm kind of doing it now. I'll show you.
And
Right there
for
on my
the
drawing table.
record, I'm sitting down.
You're sitting down. That's good. That's good. It just get comfortable.
It's a
It's gonna
short
be
joke.
I know what it is, but it's going to be a long show.
Okay. This long.
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just look. Oh, okay. Sorry. Uh, so first off, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I finally decided that I'm doing all right. So
I'm glad to hear that.
very,
Glad.
very busy.
Yes, you are definitely busy. You are now. Oh, we got some chats already. Uh,
Ooh.
say
I can't,
hello
I can't see
to.
the chats, can I?
You should be able to.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah. So Che White says hello. I'm doing
Hello.
great. Nice to see you, and hi to you, Tim. So thanks for tuning in. Um, yeah. So you've been very busy. Why is that?
Wow. Laundry. Uh,
Oh, okay.
Not shaving.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's-
I don't. Well, I got launched on Go Comics June 1st. So that's keep me busy. I have to keep up with it. Uh,
yes. And by the way, congratulations
oh, thank
on
you.
that. So, for those who haven't heard, you want to let them know why you're up on Go Comics now?
Why? I don't. What does why mean? Um, I've been working towards this syndication thing for a long time. About this long, and excuse me. I Sour Grapes is about 10 years old, but I've been working towards this for a really long time, and even before that, after rejection after rejection after rejection. um, Go Comics is the online platform syndication for um, it, within Andrews McMeel, the biggest syndicate ever. And so to get picked up by them is not easy. And I know that because I've got turned down twice by them in, not too distant past. Um, so it makes you second guess things. It was really, really nerve wracking, um, to say the least, because you just don't know. And it came as a surprise. I can't reveal much, but it came as a surprise that I just did not expect. And there was a week where they were really looking at it, um, and I wasn't sure what the final answer was going to be. It looked good, but you never know. So,
Mhm.
but finally, uh, the president came back and said, we showed it to the um, team. So there's a team of editors, you know, and he said very simply that the consensus was that it was well done and funny. So I got the boxes checked off, and then we were off to the races. And That was in March this year, and
Okay.
I finally launched. I signed a contract, and got launched on June 1st. So now it's just weird for me to be talking about this stuff. You know what I mean? I've gone for so long um, wanting this to happen and getting to the point where, like I said, you keep second guessing yourself. You throw everything out there that you think it's good. You've done everything you can think of, and then either you don't hear back or you finally do and you get the form letter. You know, I don't know which one's worse, to be honest with you. I guess one gives you closure, and but I got lucky this time, you know, and it makes me feel good. They really like it. They've been very supportive. It took a couple of weeks to get the page set up. So they start everybody um, on Go Comics, um, and then hopefully down the road there'll be some openings. Um, I was actually just um, some stop smoking. Um, um, yeah, those candy cigarettes that used to be able to get are just awful for you. Just don't get into the habit. Um, so I was just talking with someone earlier tonight, as a matter of fact, about it would be really cool just to do a Sunday, to start out because I've always wanted to do a Sunday with sour grapes, but the format is my three panels for the longest time, and so. Uh, but to do that, I could really broaden and stretch out, you know, um, bigger and stuff like that. So that would be really cool. But that's, as someone told me over the weekend, one of my fellow NCS members said to me, he's like a veteran. He says, you're the new kid on the block. They're gonna eat you alive. I said, okay, chew away, So, um, so yeah, that's just been it's keep me busy and it's on my mind,
Yeah.
which is it's a new feeling, heading off to the Reuben Awards, the National Cartoonist Society next week, which
Okay.
is the 80th anniversary.
Wow.
That I mean, yeah, 80 years. It's like wow, and so this is a big one,
Yeah.
and all the big stars are going to be there, including Jim Davis, who I'm going to have to wear Depends. Um, so I probably going to mess myself um, as I meet him. But he's giving a presentation on the Thursday, and the banquet is Friday. So I got my monkey suit, my penguin suit, I should say, and so yeah, it's just I'm really because the syndicates are there too. The execs are there,
Yeah.
the staffs are there. So I'm really looking forward to. It's really strange because when I went to the Rubens for the first time last year, because it was in Boston,
Yeah.
I brought my wife and um, I was there. People knew me. I was part of the chapter, and I met a lot of people. I met some really cool people. Jerry Borgman, Lynn Johnston, a few other people. I met Brian Walker, Mort Walker's son, or one of the sons. Um, anyways, but this time it's different. You know, I was kind of trying to decide to walk in and just be like, "What's up, bitches?" But I decided that that wouldn't be a good idea. So, um, but it's going to be neat just going there and at this level, I feel like I belong.
Mhm. I
Even if,
get that.
I mean, I'm a National Cartoonist Society member, a regular member. So, and it belonged to the New England chapter. But so that's cool, and I get to be that still, and was that last year, but this time I got this as well. So it's a whole different, bunch of people that I want to meet, and you know, we'll see what happens. So that's my long-winded answer to why I've been so busy.
No, but it's a great answer. I mean, you got what the dream for many cartoonists. You know, you're now you could officially say you're a syndicated cartoonist. You know,
Yeah,
and I think a lot of us grew up that way. That was our goal, and and I'm always thrilled when I see my friends succeed. So I'm very happy for you.
thanks. Well,
Um,
what's funny is that you and I have had so many conversations
mm.
with listening to me complain.
I
And
and when you mentioned one of the rejections that you got, I remember the phone call that we had about it. Actually, I was
believe this person. Yeah. What are they talking about? You know, I got to be careful. I'm
no,
under
that's and you didn't
contract.
say that. You didn't say that on the phone. I'm just letting if anybody's watching, he did not say that on the phone. I know. I remember our conversation very well.
But yeah, it's and it's weird hearing you say that. You know, I'm remaining humble about it. Remaining like it's only been a month and a half.
Hmm.
Well, what is it? June 1st, July. So it's almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months. Yeah.
Still a baby, and um, anything can happen. But
Hmm.
I still have to put the work in. You never stop
Yeah.
putting the work into it. So now it's a different kind of work, you know.
Yeah.
So sour grapes. Um, by the way, it's gocomics.com/sour dash
Mhm.
grapes hyphen.
Okay.
Um, so um, sour grapes posts 3 times a week, which scared the shit out of me. 'Cause that's what they first said. Well, you want to do like 3 times what? And I'm like, I'm weekly right now. They let me keep the 64 papers, thank God. But that's an aside.
Yeah.
Um, and um, 3 times a week, and I'm like, okay, how are we gonna do this? Um, so let's go back to 2022. Send me those. The guy says there's a team that I work with.
Yeah.
Send me those. I'm like, really? And so he took them and made an archive that people can look at. And I look back at 2022 and I'm like, ew, you know, um, maybe some people. That's what I see, and I'm sure you do the same thing with old stuff. But
Yeah. Work from yesterday too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yesterday sucked. Um, but so we did that, and so Mondays and Wednesdays are um, classic sour grapes, I call them, and then Fridays are my new one that I have to do anyways for the papers. So,
Yeah.
um, and I think that number helped me a lot, and I know that I've thought about that in the past too, and I've mentioned it um, a number of times, saying that that should hold some weight,
Mhm.
you know, and it did because they were really impressed by that, and it shows that, and they agree that it's sellable.
Yeah.
Papers won it. It's that sour grapes has been in. Geez, I think the newest paper has been a year, but some of them it's been 15, 16
Wow.
years, and a
That's
lot of them
amazing.
10 years. So they see that they see the longevity and um, the stability that it has, and that's important too. But like I said, it's you if you stop, and here I am doing the advice. If you stop working at it, or lose that momentum, or excitement and visibility, then you know you just never know. And and if this didn't happen soon, I was actually going to start thinking about rethinking this, and wondering if it's still something that I wanted um, to keep doing, because
Now,
of, like for what, you
do you
know.
mean sour grapes in general or just cartooning?
Well, sour grapes, um, mostly. And then if that goes away, then I don't know what I would do with my cartooning.
Yeah.
I mean, everything just would have fallen apart. Everything that came with it. Um, but I don't know that I worked so hard, and my wife keeps telling me, "You've come so far," which she's right, and so why give that up? So,
Yeah.
but it was just going to be like, yeah. I was really, really reluctant to do any of the syndicates, you know. But this came as a surprise,
Yeah.
when you least expect it. And I have to, like I said, I have to keep up the work. I can't. I have to really promote this now.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's what I want to ask you. Now that you're syndicated, and I know Fridays are your new strips, you still do for the papers and stuff. Um, has your work schedule changed? Are you creating more strips now? Like, let's say that you haven't posted, or are you still on your, however you were doing the weeklies?
Nothing's changed. I'm still. Matter of fact, I finished my strip, my new one, tonight. Well, this afternoon,
Okay.
and I'm just staying on that schedule right now because it's what I'm used to. The only difference is that I don't put it on Facebook, like just as is anymore. It's on Go Comics,
Yeah.
so you'll see it on Friday. I used to post it in the middle of the week,
Yep.
but now it shows up through a link and a thumbnail, so like people actually have to click on it if they want to see it. If they're interested, and so that's the way it's going to be now, and it helps because, like I said, if someone wants to see it, then they have to click on it, and there I get what they call a page view.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, you can create a free account, and that allows you to see 3 strips
Hmm.
that, like, you can select as your favorites or whatever.
And I believe they're emailed to you, or they don't do that anymore, or
That's subscription.
that's because I
Yeah.
used to have. I guess I used to have a subscription. I don't have it anymore. They used to email me strips like daily.
Yeah, that's a subscription, and then you'll get the newsletter and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
And
I
that's only $2.99 a month, right? I think.
Yeah, it's $2.99 a month. It works out to be like $30 for the
Yeah.
year. So, a cup of Starbucks. So, and for a latte, you can see sour grapes. And so uh, that's my plug for that. But that, as far as my schedule goes, that's that. I'm trying to do some other side projects, and um, on ongoing commissions that I'm trying to get done and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So, and I just did a Comic Con last weekend.
How
Uh,
was that?
eh, I don't want to go into details because it was an inaugural um, show, and they put a lot of work into that, and you could really tell.
Yeah.
But we'll just leave it as it was a but.
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming shows that number one you
Yeah,
want to see?
Rubens are next week. I'm going Plastic City Comic Con in Leominster.
When
Keith,
is that?
August 22nd.
Okay. I still have to do that show. I haven't been up there, Keith. So Keith has mentioned to me a couple of times.
Yeah, I love Keith. And And thank you, if Keith, if you're watching, thank you for putting up a young picture of me on the thing and that goes by. But anyways, I don't even think I hit puberty in that picture. I still haven't. Um, you know, I went to see my doctor about that. He said, "Well, you need to lose some weight," so I shaved my back. But my stand up is done. Um, where's Rich when you need him?
Yeah, he's he'll be here soon.
So Plastic City, August 22nd, and then I'm not doing nearly as much this year that I did last year.
Yeah.
September something is IC3.
Mhm.
It's either IC3 or it's Southern New Hampshire Comic Bash. One's in September, one's in October. I get them mixed up, but that's those. And then Rhode Island Comic Con, and then Kids Con, and then I'm done.
All right. Well, we'll talk about those in a little bit. But speaking of Rich, here he is.
Oh my God!
Hello.
There
Can
he
you
is.
see me? I don't have my
We can see you. We
can
can hear
see
you.
You can
my
even
camera's not
back
oh, there
up,
I am.
Rich. There you go.
There I am. Okay. God.
Welcome
Hate
to
this
the show.
technology.
Hi, Rich.
Hello.
Wow,
So, how's it going, Tim?
it's going all right. Thanks
All
for
right.
joining us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
We were
So-
just talking about knitting.
Knitting. Oh.
Yeah, exchanging patterns.
Well, my family comes from a bunch of tailors, so we know how to sew at least. So-
My family has a bunch of tails, so
Oh, okay. Jeez. You always got one. So anyway.
So yeah, we were just actually talking about the shows that Tim's doing.
Mhm.
I keep forgetting who I'm talking to now. But yeah, Tim is got some shows to be up at Rhode Island Con. That's what, a November show or
Rhode Island is always the first weekend in November, unless Halloween gets in the way. Then they'll have it the next weekend. I have a feeling that's what's happening.
that's what's happening this year because there's a show.
So it'll be the next weekend, but it's always before Election Day. So
Okay.
So something good happens before that, and then yeah, and then KidsCon's the very next weekend after that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and that's for us. It's Twin Tiers.
Yeah, we'll be at Twin
So-
Tiers for that.
I'll
Yeah,
have
okay.
to, one of these years I'll have to do that show if they'll have me.
Oh, they,
So
they would.
Yeah,
So,
it's a good show.
Yeah,
I did it the first time last year, and
well, what date is it?
the same date as Emily's show.
yeah.
Kids Con.
Oh, it's the same weekend.
It's
Yeah.
the same weekend.
Oh, I thought it was the weekend after that.
No, that's why I tried to get you in last year, but you said you were doing her show. So
Yeah, I don't miss KidsCon, so
no, Kids Con's a good show.
I'm
So-
sponsoring this one.
Really?
Yeah, so I can't get out of it now. No, I'm committed to KidsCon. It's funny. It's Emily Druin. She's amazing.
Yeah,
Her
she is.
KidsCon next year is it's the Brady Bunch.
I had to change the screen. It felt weird, like we were all tight. I needed breathing room.
I could feel the warmth. So her show next year is at the Everett Arena up in Concord.
Yeah.
And she's doing 2 days for the first time. 2 days.
That'll be interesting.
So that's going to be awesome. Anyways, she's rocking it. Anyways,
Oh, let me get over. Sorry, I closed off the chat. I just want to see what's going on.
they're having their own conversation.
Yeah.
I don't have the chat. Let me see.
No, Che was mentioning that he set up a art
There it is.
gallery on Google Sites, and I asked him to put the link to share the link in the comments, and then he said he's going to sleep. Goodbye. So goodbye, Shay. Thanks for tuning in for as long as you did. I appreciate it. You're gonna watch the rest of it later on. I don't know if they're gone yet, but yeah. So anyway, getting back to the show.
Yes.
No.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. So there's a lot.
Oh God, don't get me started.
Okay, we'll get off the topic of shows and just focus on this show, Get in Tune here.
All right.
So I did actually want to ask you some questions. Now, like I asked you about your schedule, if anything's changed. You said no. But where was I going to go with that? It's when. Oh, this is what I want to ask you. How long do you have with back strips with them until you have to start drawing 3 strips a week?
Oh dear God. So right now, close to ending my 2023 strips. I thought I found some more, so I gotta get those ready. But and then we'll do 2024, and then we'll do 2025, and then I'm in trouble. I mean,
you probably have a year. You think?
I have some from all my 2026 that I've done so far, but then I'm in trouble. Then we got to figure something out. I don't know. Maybe by then something else will happen with them. Who knows? But I'll worry about that when I get to it. I may start doing 2 a week. Have an extra one. I may have to start doing that. So, but we'll see.
It's a grind.
Yeah. I mean, I got to be funny twice a week, and so I don't know. We'll see. I can't really predict. Like I was saying before, I gotta do the work.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it going. I can't just, and you can't just sit back and let it ride, because I've seen some strips or cartoons that just sit and recycle and repeat. So it'll go through however many strips they have, and then it starts over again.
Yeah.
And I refuse to do that, because there's always an episode of Sour Grapes. It's as long as I'm alive, it's going to keep going. So because it's based off of my life. So as funny as it is, so I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Rich, do you have any questions for
yeah,
Tim?
when are we going to see some toys? Merchandising.
What kind of toys, Rich?
You got great merchandisable characters. So if anybody here, hold on, if any merchandiser or any licensees hear anything, he's got some great characters. So
yeah, I've said to them, I said, now you've got a miserable flying dog.
Yeah. What you need to get, this has always been my favorite stuff for like collecting in my studio here. Let me just grab a couple. Like just the little PVC figures. I got Hagar, got a little Grimmy here, Grimmy there.
Hold on.
Dennis the Menace. I have a Curtis up there I didn't grab because I thought I'd knock him over and he'd fall somewhere else if I tried to grab him. I have a Beetle Bailey that fell behind my Cintiq here. These are the type of stuff that hope nothing happened to you there. My all-time favorite character, Gru.
Oh, awesome.
This came with a full set. I just have the rest of the set put away, and I kept Gru out. He stays above my drawing table. But maybe you have a flying Aesop bobblehead.
Yeah,
I've got you all beat.
There you go. How about that?
So
I've had I had some Aesops made. They were crocheted.
Mm-hmm.
I had some other ones that I used to have. I might still have some old ones of some other stuff, but I just I don't. I used to have all that shit. I had T-shirts. I had toys. I had stickers. But then I would look at my table, and it looked like a sour grapes yard bake sale.
Yeah.
You know,
and you have the soda. You have the soda also.
I have a soda now, and
yeah, but not a lot of people have that one.
I just, as far as that goes, I decided one day that I wanted it to be about my art.
Yeah.
And not all the stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I've done that. Now the soda came around. This freaking thing.
Twice the sugar, twice the caffeine.
Twice the sugar. You should see this at Kids Con. This kid's going. Hey kids, want to try my soda?
The parents are going, thanks a lot.
Yeah, the parents are like,
calm down. You need to calm down.
Johnny tripped on the aisle. Yeah. But yeah. So I wanted it to be about my art. You know, I'll bring the soda and put it out because it sells. But and it's my first licensed product, so I want to show that. You know, and actually, I put up a video of it on the assembly line. I don't know if you saw that. I shared it again recently, which was really cool to see. But my daughter, the graphic designer, made a new label and really embellished on this one. And it's got a bigger QR code on it, and sure enough, the QR code is my Go Comics page.
That's nice.
So there's another one. I made a QR code for the page. So I've got the signs out on my table. I made stickers. Here you go. You know, there's page views right there. And now the soda's rolling out. And it's got the new QR code. It's bigger, and it actually says scan here for people that need instruction. But again, I want it to be more about my art and show people that. That's why I started doing the Hanna-Barbera drawings and stuff, and I did some other fun stuff in that book. Because I wanted people to see that I can actually draw.
Yeah.
Something besides sour grapes. And commissions and stuff. So that's that.
All right.
I get that 100%. It should, to me, it should always be about the art as well. That's just, I've had this conversation with Rich too, and with you, and with other friends of mine, where when I go to a show and sometimes I'll just draw pictures just to have artwork at a table, and I'd rather be home like I'm right now, focusing on building my books and make it about the products that I want to sell, the stories I want to tell. Yeah. That's what I'd rather have my table about, but the books aren't ready. So sometimes I just kind of throw stuff together just to have, and I draw characters I love, just to have them out. So,
yeah.
I mean, listen, they sell, so I'm not going to complain. It's I'd rather it be about the book. So I'm excited. I'm hoping to have a new book out by October. So,
great.
Yeah. We'll just see how fast I can get work done with a couple of projects I have going on.
Couple?
Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
Nothing we can't announce yet.
Yeah, nothing can announce. But I can tell you privately off the air some of my fun adventure over the last day and a half. But yeah. So anyway, you should smile a little bit,
Tim?
Yeah, he looks like his screen's frozen.
It hurts. It hurts. I had 3 people this past weekend tell me I look like Aesop. Honestly,
yeah,
God.
I believe that.
I see it.
Honestly, God. And
go ahead.
It's like fine.
You're always drawing yourself into what do you call it? Your cartoons.
You are, yeah.
I think we all do that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when I was doing that comic strip with the 3 characters, that I'm working on now, it's like I'm going, wait a minute, there's my grumpy self, there's my neurotic self. It's like it always ends up that way.
Yeah.
So, you always put a part of yourself into it.
Yeah, I felt I did that with the Wiz a lot too.
Yeah.
A lot of people told me I look now that I have Inkfarer, the new company, Inkfarer Press, and I'm doing the Inkfarer draws. The character is literally me.
Yeah,
he's actually
that's true.
That's
true.
And I didn't, and I mean, I kind of figured it when I was designing him. I'm like, I didn't mean him to come out looking like me.
Yeah,
I meant to I wanted kind of a bearded guy still, because I didn't want to have to. It's easier to hide expression sometimes when they have a beard.
Well, it's funny, that stupid little spy strip I did like 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that's me. So after a while,
I don't. That's not far from me. I have some of your books near me. I'd have to find that, but I have this spy book.
Yeah,
it's on the shelf. I'd have to go through it. But yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But I could see that in there as well. Yeah.
It's amazing what will inspire you to draw something. Like one day I cut the cheese, I drew a mouse. It's just I'll throw that joke bomb off camera and see if someone else gets it. See, I smiled there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, I know you showed me before we went online. I'm not asking you to turn your camera around, but I love now that the screen is bigger, I can really see your studio a little bit more. And I know you have a love for Iron Man, but I see like right above you, like where you sit, you got a really nice Iron Man piece. And
his eyes light up. I got that at Chris Hebert's show when we had it at the hotel.
Which one? The one in the way back, that Iron Man?
Yeah. His eyes light up. Bought it from some guy for like $10.
So I remember when you got that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I remember when.
I don't know if you can see that, but hold on. Let me give you the screen. See if I can see that. Yeah, I can see it lit up.
Yeah, it turns on.
And I love the drawing you got there. I don't know who did the drawing, but next to Aesop.
So Aesop was drawn by. I can't do it with my finger. Yeah. Aesop was drawn by Mike Doherty.
Okay.
Years and years and years ago. That next Iron Man was drawn by Ryan Higgins, and the Iron Man that's next to that was drawn by Ryan Santos.
Ryan, great artist. He's been on the show before.
Yeah.
What's really funny is that it's look at that. Look how amazing that is.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. But what it says to Tim, good luck with your little comic strip. Asshole. I just spent a whole weekend with Ryan, so there's stories with that. But he's amazing, and I keep telling him that, so I'll put that back there.
Yeah.
And I got those are all, not all of them too, because some of them fell on the floor. All my Comic-Con badges.
Yeah, I got mine in a closet right now, but I used to do the same thing. But I kept having.
I had to get rid of a lot of them. So
I did the same. I got rid of a few. The one I actually kept that I really, really liked, I did a couple of years in a row, the Long Island Who Show, L.I. Who, the Doctor Who show. And that was, I don't know, just that was one of my favorite shows I've ever done. And so I made sure to keep it because they had also little funny, extras that you can stick to the badge, and people are trying to collect them all and get the longest thing, and people are just handing them to me because I was drawing for them. It was a nice show. And that's where I got to meet Sylvester McCoy, and I was excited for that because even though I'm a Doctor Who fan, I loved him in The Hobbit. It was one of the best parts of that. So that's right up there next to me. Anyway, let's get back on talking about comics here and talking about anything else too. So
you had questions.
I had questions. I did. I don't know if I asked them all yet though. It's sometimes there are things I want to ask you, and I know it's probably better off the air. So
no, I'm good. It's if I can't answer it, I'll let you know.
No, I won't ask. I won't ask. I could, I could always joke with you and say, "Who's your least favorite cartoonist?" And can you name that publicly? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask that.
There's so many bridges I could burn.
Oh God, I want to talk right now.
No, I wouldn't.
Hey Tim, have you drawn Courage?
There's one. No, I'm not going there. It'll turn into a 3-hour show.
Yeah, let's not.
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
I'm sorry I brought that up. That was supposed to be a joke.
Weekend.
That was supposed to be a joke. I'm sorry.
Listen, I was constipated that whole weekend. I really was because of this guy. I swear to God. Some people get sick to their stomach. I get constipated, which means I don't give a shit. But
I meant it as a joke. Don't get started.
I mean,
oh my God.
You couldn't even eat dinner, huh?
Let's put it this way: next time I go to dinner, I'm bringing a drawing pad. That's it.
All right.
I missed my opportunity. I really did.
Oh my God.
I thought it was bad when I turned 60 this past February. And my balls finally dropped. But Jesus.
Oh my God.
And it hurt too. Went right down my pants into my socks. But anyways.
Sorry. I meant it as a joke, man. All right, let's talk about
let's get serious.
Yeah, let's get serious. You know what I actually did want to talk to you about? And I wanted to I know you brought it up on the show in the past. And I just wanted to give a shout out to another friend of mine, Chris Hart, who was just at what was it? Kineticon, and he did a workshop on about getting published. You're a big fan of his, and you said, "Oh
yeah, his stuff's incredible."
That you learned from his books, and just to give a shout out into anybody watching who wants to learn about cartooning and can't find someone around to maybe teach them, can you recommend the books that you enjoyed by Chris?
Yeah, one of them, the big one that this is going back years ago. I got the book Drawing on the Funny Side of the Brain.
Love that book, yes.
And then there was another one, something about cartooning, things that you were afraid to draw or something like that.
Everything you want to know about cartooning, but
we're afraid to draw. Yeah. So those two books taught me how to draw. Period. That's why I want to meet Chris. Period. That was it. All the 4 years of art school. You can only draw so many fat women to help you understand the figure. God, how do you draw cellulite?
Listen, I would have listened where I took a class at SVA. It was a continuing ed class, and the teacher would literally pick up like drug addict models off the street. They would come in with like track marks on their arms, and they're, oh my god, it was I would have rather have had to draw cellulite than these like really bony, skinny, like skeleton.
Yeah, it was never anybody good looking, guy or a girl. It was just. Oh, that's what Jabba the Hutt looks like. But anyways, yes. So those two books. Let's bring that back around. So those two books taught me how to draw. So I would one of these days I'll meet Chris and we'll have a conversation. But so that's that.
What taught you to draw, Mike?
Cartoons, animated cartoons. That's where I started. I used to record the TV, play it back, pause the frame, and draw what I saw on there. And I used to copy and trace out of newspaper comics before I got into comic books. That was
Yep. Mine was I'm older, so mine was the Famous Artist Schools book that my dad worked at.
Yeah.
And Milton Caniff was in it, Al Cap, Rube Goldberg, a lot of famous cartoonists at that time, and plus the Preston Blair book.
Yeah, the Preston Blair book was a big one for me. That was a big. I got that when I was 8 or 9 years old, I think, and I didn't understand it. And I remember bringing it to school like in 5th grade, and someone stole it from me, so I had to buy a new copy. But I wasn't ready for it until like 8th grade. That was when I really started diving into the book.
And then I was fascinated with, he just passed away too, Pat Oliphant, an editorial cartoonist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because at one time I wanted to be an editorial cartoonist. So I was like following his stuff, and his stuff was incredible.
Yeah.
So,
I had a doctor who told me to become an editorial cartoonist. He's like, you need to do editorial strips or politics or something. He's like, you're smart. You got all this stuff good. But I'm like, I don't like talking about this stuff. And I feel they're also very private to me, like my political views and all that. So I'm like, I don't want to put that out there. But he's like, you would have been great at that.
Yeah. Now I wouldn't even try to do it.
Yeah, not at all.
But see, my parents always, there was nothing that I could do. I do sports. I didn't, so they take me, have me do these paintings and stuff, and they take me. I remember them taking me to somebody and say, "Look, Timmy drew a pear. Isn't it good?" And that's where it all started. And so I don't even remember what started me cartooning, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really don't. Because the fine arts I sucked at. I mean, honest to God, I'd be, how they put the bowl of fruit out and say, "Here you go, studio's open 24/7."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's due in a week. So
negative space, sit and draw.
Yeah, negative space right here.
Yeah, negative space.
Then I pass in and say, "Mr. Tim, apples don't have eyes. Okay, they don't have. So, mine do." And that was my cartoon, my illustrious cartooning career started. I did. See, now you're making me go back. I did draw. The high school had a school newspaper, and I did draw a comic strip in that paper. I forget, it was Beasley the Bee. It was a alcoholic bee. So it would fly like this, and the only time that it would fly in a straight line is when it farted. So but
oh my God, he's got to make an appearance in Sour Grapes.
He does.
He does.
I just remembered that because we're talking about where it started. So that I think that's where it all started. I think in this high school paper, Catholic high school newspaper. So there was no budget. You know.
I know I did a school newspaper thing. It was like a Battlestar Galactica ripoff.
Oh.
I think I have it laying around somewhere. So, but yeah, it went for 2 strips and that was it. So,
Yeah, I never did the school paper. I knew someone who did.
yeah.
And they would, and I remember we were in APR together, and he was showing me the character and the strip and everything. And this was, what, early mid 90s. So we're, back then, like, X-Men's, like Jim Lee X-Men, that whole era, Liefeld, like everybody's. So he was trying to copy that style in there. And I'm doing funny, cute cartoon animals. And just like today, even though I may not draw in a certain way, I can still know when something's wrong. And I made a comment to him about his arm muscle. Dude flipped out of me in class. And he's like, "You draw these little, stupid, rabbits and stuff, and you want Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse and all these things." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I know when something doesn't look right."
Yeah, but the whole thing was, and I remember hearing about this. Some of the comic book artists who draw like superheroes and stuff said sometimes it's the simplest things that are harder to draw.
Oh yeah,
because you can't hide behind shadows and stuff and everything. And you in some ways, if we draw like a simple character and it's off, we know it's off.
Absolutely. So, we've had that conversation about the Peanuts characters.
We can forget it.
I have a book somewhere. I wouldn't know where it is right now, but it's on the shelf over here. And it's How to Draw Peanuts characters. I literally bought it from the Charles Schulz Museum. It's a kid's book on how to draw Peanuts. And it's like it's a kid's how to draw book. And I practice that. And because of that book, if I sit down, like I can't draw you a Peanuts character right now, but give me a half an hour to screw around and try to get back into it. Give me an hour, whatever it is, and I will draw you a Peanuts character. But it's not something I could, because it's like you said, how simple it is. My mind needs to train myself to go simple.
Yeah,
and I know.
Well,
Tim and I sat at a show one time trying to draw him. And I was like, oh my God, forget it. So.
No. What was I going to say?
Beetle Bailey's another tough one. It's so angry. If you break it down, there's a certain style to it.
I remember when Rich was telling me the difference between drawing Hanna-Barbera and Looney Tunes. You remember that?
Yep.
And how I think you said that Hanna-Barbera was more angular.
It's more angular, and the eyes were different. Eyes is the shape of the eyes.
I remember you telling me about the eyes, and I fixed that, by the way. And then because I can't draw Looney Tunes or Disney. Can't do it.
I can't draw Disney.
So,
I tried.
Disney's a lot more rounded than Looney Tunes.
Yeah, and it's more well, they're both animated. I shouldn't say one's more than the other, but Hanna-Barbera, I can draw, and the reason why is because I never realized how influenced I am by Hanna-Barbera. So
I think we all are. Yeah,
absolutely. They're also flatter characters too. They don't have as much.
Well, exactly. There's no shadow. There's no. I'm sorry, I'm playing with these damn strings. What was I gonna say? I just started drawing the Hanna-Barbera stuff just for practice, and I can blame that on Joe St. Pierre. And he challenged me to draw a Scooby one day. And it was at Plastic City, as a matter of fact. And I was like, okay. So I got a Scooby, got some reference, and I drew Scooby. I did a really good job. And I brought it over to Joe, and he's like, and he looks at me and he says, we know Joe St. Pierre, the way, he's amazing. And Spider-Man artist. And I showed it to him, and he said, this is great. And I said, thanks. And he looks at me and he says, I can't draw that. So what do you mean you can't draw this? And he goes, give me a break. And he says, no. He says, it's a different language. He says, and I don't understand it. And
Yeah.
that has sat with me to this day. This was, I don't know, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
4 years ago, or whatever, when I started doing it. And it just started out as practice. And he's like, "You understand this?" I said, "Because I can't draw that Spider-Man for the life of me. I can draw a funny one, but I can't
Mm-hmm.
draw that." And so we just talked about that and stuff. So I have Joe to thank for pointing that out to me, and it speaks volumes. So now, I'm drawing Captain Caveman, I'm drawing Top Cat, I'm drawing Scooby Doo, Yogi Bear, all those guys, um, uh, and I'm having a blast with it. And it's
Mm-hmm.
easy. It's really strange. It's so easy for me to do. Not that I'm the
Yeah.
greatest artist in the world, and I'm the slowest artist in the world, but it's easy for me to do. But you get me to somebody wanted me to draw who's the buzzard and the stupid buzzard
Beaky.
in
Beaky.
Beaky, is that his name?
In Warner Brothers?
That guy.
Yeah, that's Beaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One of my impressions, by the way. Um,
Oh, no, no,
and but I can't. I tried drawing him, and I was just like, it took me forever
Mm-hmm.
to draw that. So, but give me Captain Caveman, I'm done.
You should study the Preston Blair book. That he's actually in it, kind of. The original book, I think there was a buzzard in the original book, and then when they did the remake, because of all the copyright issues, he just changed it to a different looking buzzard. But I think it was Mickey originally.
He had Tom and Jerry originally in it.
Tom and Jerry. I think he had Bugs Bunny in there originally.
I have a copy of the original. No, Bugs wasn't in it.
Wasn't
No, there was another book that came out in the 40s, and they did use Bugs. They used it from Bob Clampett's stuff, and then they reprinted it and redid another Rabbit because copyright.
And it wasn't a Preston Blair. But
No, it wasn't a Blair book. It was another book.
Walter Foster book?
Yeah, it was a Walter Foster.
Okay. Then I probably that's where I'm confusing it. I probably saw it in one of those books there.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry were originally in the Preston Blair book. So actually, I have copies of it somewhere. But
I'm just gonna look it up. I know there's a free copy online somewhere. Original Preston Blair book. Free. No, this is not the one. Hold on, I'm just gonna find it real quick. Is it? This one. I don't know if this is the original, but if you go on the Internet Archive, you can find it.
Can you grab the cover? I could tell you.
Give me 1 second. I'm just looking. Because I know there's there's one that shows. Oh, this is the one I'm thinking of, but this isn't the exact book because it's the scan I'm thinking about is all yellowed. Let me share the book real quick. This is from E-Class something. So
no, that's the newer one.
That's the newer one. There's something that came out that was like yellowed and stuff.
Yeah, there's a 1940s. It looks more like a film strip, if I remember right.
Yeah,
the cover for that one.
But this was where Tom and Jerry was in the book.
Yeah,
and this is where I thought Bugs was. They have a duck here on the birds.
That looks like something Rick Keane would draw.
Probably. You know, I'll go to the owl. I could tell you a story about that one.
Or even Chris Hart.
All this stuff, okay? There was an auction, Guernsey's auction in the 90s, and it was the Preston Blair auction. They were auctioning all this artwork.
Really?
Yeah. So, and then at the time, me and my ex, we got a cell from Anchors Away of Jerry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and the owls, that whole sequence with owls is like his pride and joy piece. So I knew a friend of mine who knew him and talked to him about it. But and they were also auctioning the Death of Superman pages. So it was an interesting auction. So somewhere I have the catalog, but
That's cool.
somewhere I have a lot of stuff, but I can never find it. So,
But this was the book that kind of taught me about, like, if I go to this what is this, Scribid, however you say this here. This was the original book I had.
yeah, that one I have. Yeah,
And it's whatever. But this is how. This is the book. Like I said, I started probably at middle school age.
uh huh.
This is where I learned to draw from and how to break everything down.
And everything you need to know about drawing women is in that book.
Yes, I'll agree
Yeah.
to that too.
So,
But yeah, no, I love this. This is how I approach everything
yeah.
to this day. God, this is so cool to look at.
Except you did sneak Barney Bear in. Back up
Did he?
page. Yeah.
Oh, right
Go
there.
Egghead model.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Barney right there.
Yeah, right. Oh, what happened? Oh, unlock 20 pages after. Damn it.
Copyright 20. Copyright. People caught it.
Yeah. Oh well. No, this is probably what happens with the thing. So Preston Blair animation animation book. I'm just trying to figure out where that, maybe if I go to images. Okay.
There it is. Right there.
Advanced
Advanced
animation.
animation.
That's
the first book.
And it's on animation resources. So yeah, if you go animation resources, and I don't know if you click on it here or, yeah, you can kind of get the whole book right here.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry should be in that one.
Yeah, and were they up? Did we miss that? No. Yeah. So you see right here, buzzard. Up here. You see under the screwball type?
Yeah.
He has the two buzzards.
Well, he had Screwball Squirrel. There's Screwy Squirrel.
Yeah, right here and
yeah.
right here.
Yep.
And you know what? It's just the Bugs Bunny pose, so he did a different rabbit. And this was what's his name? That was can't think of his name right now. But yeah, this is such a great book right here. Let's see, where's there's
Jerry.
Yeah, there's Jerry showing the expressions. It's got the birds, and God, I love this book so much.
Yeah.
And then he goes into timing and stuff here. I learned to draw horses very bad from here because I used to copy these images, and I to this day I still can't draw a horse well.
I don't think a lot of people can draw horses.
Yeah, but it bothers me because I love Zorro and I've drawn Zorro a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I've had to do them without the horse. Just
That's interesting.
Yeah. I had to put the horse in one picture, and I remember what I did was I went to I looked up what was it, Justice League Unlimited scene where they, remember when they go back in time and they meet Jonah Hex?
Yeah.
And they're all on horses. I took a screen grab of that and just copied the horse pose, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be neck up, and you're gonna see like where Batman is. It's gonna be Zorro. That's how I handled it. So
the Wallywood rule.
Yep. Another great one. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, we can hang out and chat, but I don't know if I have much more questions for you. Rich, anything you want to add, or
No.
Tim, anything you want to add that we didn't talk about that you wanted to?
I wanted to have, and it's tough because all of my friends are all over the place, including you guys. But I wanted to have a get together and just kind of, I don't want to use the word celebrate, but I wanted to get together with a bunch of people and just be like, hey, thanks to all of you, because there's so many people that have encouraged me, including the two of you, over the years, and then I finally got to this point. So I wanted to just get together with everybody to just thank them and have a good time and that type of thing. But
yeah, well, we can figure something out.
We'll make it happen, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw it in you from day one. So the first day I met you, I saw it in you that you had it. So
thanks.
Just
That makes me feel good.
But
I enjoy making people laugh,
yeah,
including myself. So listen, if I laugh out loud, then I think I did it all right. If not, I have to run upstairs and show. I always show my strip to my wife before I put it out. So if I get a Betty laugh, my wife has a wonderful Betty laugh, and so if I get the Betty laugh, I know it's good. So hopefully I get a Betty laugh for Fridays. I don't want to show you because it'll ruin it, but it's right here. But I mean, it's finished.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just want everybody to know that while I've crossed another milestone, at 60 years old, I've got a long way to go still. Hopefully, I'll be honest, me being 60 years old, it's like, how long am I, I'm going to do this till I drop anyways. Cause I've met, especially last year at the Rubens, and I have met, not just at the Rubens, these elderly artists, Joe Staten, Brian, the Walker brothers, the this guy to that guy, they're in their 70s and stuff, late 70s, and they're still doing it.
God,
so I want to be that guy,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still be as good looking, but I want to be that guy, and just be like, yeah, I'm still, I'll still be at the Comic Cons, and hopefully by then I'll have some success, maybe Aesop on Nickelodeon or something, or Nick at Night, but or even Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Maybe Playboy, but
yeah.
Well, I'd like to think that you already have success, and you're not looking. Other things are just going to be enhancements. So.
Yeah, I got to keep I just got to keep going. I like I said before, I just can't sit back, and I got to keep going. So hopefully it goes in the. Hopefully, they don't be like, well, they're kind of. I don't think that's going to happen because, they've got a miserable flying dog. That nobody else has one of those. So,
very true.
Good character. So, I mean, they actually had some good things to say about Aesop. They said exactly that, and it's funny because they were even more interested in Ominous. They really want to concentrate on Aesop and Ominous, I think, than anything else. I think they're seeing that I thought out of the box for that one, and could go with that. But
I think Ominous is very marketable also in the merchandising. I could see that becoming a pillow for kids.
Yeah.
And
maybe I'll call the pillow guy. Say, hey, probably not. But yeah. Anyways, I mean, I could talk about it all night, really, but so gocomics.com/sour-grapes. Get on there and give me some page views.
Let me drop that in here. I'm going to just type it in www.gocomics.com /sour hyphen grapes.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I did not notice Dylan came in. Hi, Dylan, and he's leaving now. So sorry. Hope you enjoyed what you've been watching. But we're gonna wrap it up now. You guys can hang out off after the stream if you want. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for watching. Excuse me for a second. There. I will be back next week with another guest. Let's look up, see who he is, real quick, or she. I don't know what I got. I'll tell you really quick. Where's my calendar? There it is. Next week is not scheduled on here. I'm sorry, it's in the wrong calendar. All right, I will see you guys next week. Have a great rest of your night, week, whenever you're watching. Don't forget, in the link, gocomics.com /sour-grapes. All right, bye, guys.